Rosie, I'm trying to do a video, buddy. Yes, I'm trying to do a video. Yes, I am. All right, so here we have the Vevor space heater. This one is the 12 volt. Whenever I bought this, I originally thought that it came with an adapter, or you could get an adapter so that you could either use the 12 volt or 110. I was incorrect. I don't think you can even buy an adapter. They might make something somewhere to get the correct power to it. I'll have to do a little more investigating. But this model here is the more mobile version, because it's the 12 volt. I believe this is more designed for cars or RVs. They advertise it for in cars, but I'm really not sure the application, because the exhaust would need vented out. So I'm not really sure how they market it for cars, and if you have to have a window open or something to vent out the exhaust, kind of defeats the purpose of having a space heater in there. Yeah. Now an RV, I guess you could technically cut a hole in the floor or something and route this out. Would be a little bit more reasonable for like some of your older RVs, I guess. But the application is neither here nor there. Just know that if you buy the 12 volt one, I don't believe there's an easy adapter, because there is no plug just in the back that you can unplug, like swap in and out. So this is your exhaust pipe. This is your pipe that you put on here to direct where your heat goes. This here is a vent to help direct which direction the air comes out. This here is your inlet pipe, and that is your inlet filter. This, of course, we got our clamps, and we have our muffler. So, like I said, I was showing back here, there is no adapter for this that you can easily get. Here on the side here shows you how much fuel you have in here. This particular model does come with an LCD screen, which we're going to get this all hooked up in a second, and a nice little remote to go with it. The instructions in this booklet, anyway, at least, I believe they reference your fuel level. They call it oil, because they say about putting oil in your fuel tank. So I'm not really sure. So I'm pretty positive that they really mean your diesel fuel in the fuel tank. So I'm going to go ahead and get this hooked up to the battery, and we'll see what we got going from there. Okay, so this is what it looks like inside underneath the cover. Here is our fuel pump and filter. Inside here would be the actual engine, the exhaust. This is where our fuel will go. I was looking to see if there was a place to actually put oil in this or not. Since it is a combustion engine, I would think that it would require oil somewhere. So I'm trying to find out where that may be. Based on this diagram, I'm not actually seeing anywhere that we would put oil, because there's our fuel tank, and there in the line that comes from there, they're calling it an oil filter, which would be the fuel filter. It comes down through the pulse fuel pump, and they're calling it an oil pipe. So like I was saying earlier, I think they're confusing oil and fuel, and it goes up and into the main engine. So I'm not seeing, because those are all the fuels, the power. I'm not seeing anywhere that has it, that we actually put oil into the thing, only our diesel fuel itself. All right, after a little further investigation, you do not use any kind of oil in these machines at all. So I guess all we really need to do to get this thing started is we're going to put some fuel in here, get it pulled up into the engine, connect it up to the battery, and we'll hook up some pipes real quick. Just installing one of the clamps on the exhaust hose so it doesn't come off. And now we've tightened up the clamp on the intake hose. I would have liked to have seen them have this the other way around, because that has the exhaust, like the little easy port to go for the exhaust, but to route that you have to come out around the intake and then out the exhaust, basically shortening the exhaust hose drastically. So if you're trying to put that out through a wall or something, you're probably going to need a longer Ventos anyway. So I just have them going off to the sides. They have pictures of this mounting on a board. I don't know if it's going to vibrate a whole lot and we're going to put it on a board and raise it up, or if this will clear out the side. I think it'll clear out the side without having to raise it, but we'll see. As it looks so far, looks like it's going to work. So now, to get this to connect to the battery, I actually have from a battery tender that I don't use this one. Basically, I have extra because there's a few of these that I don't use. So I'm just going to go and cut this off, and I'm just going to connect these together and use these clamps so that I can connect to the battery. Alright, so I'm just going to connect these using these lever locks. I like these. I did a review on these, just something that I had found. I really like these. I'll show you how they use them in just a second. As soon as I strip this wire down just a little bit more. Peel them off. Give it a little twist. Put them in, snap it down, nice and snug. Same thing here, up, simply in, snap them down. Now it's connected. I'm gonna do the same thing for the other one. All right, got them connected. We'll go ahead and attach them to our battery. So, now we got power. Let's see what it tells us. All right. So next, I'm gonna go ahead and put some diesel fuel in here. They do recommend to make sure you use a filter so that you don't spill any on the case, because I guess pretty much if it spills in the case, it's gonna go straight down onto everything and cause a smoking issue. Oh, Lulu, we don't want that, do we? Okay, well I didn't fill it up for the very first. I only put about 1 liter in just to get an idea, because if something happens, doesn't work, then I don't want to be wasting a bunch of diesel or having to try to worry about dumping it back into the other container. So let's see if we can get this thing to start. It says, after starting the machine for 3 to 5 minutes, it will work normally and heat up. Please wait patiently. Okay. So apparently this will take 3 to 5 minutes. And we do have a little clock right there. So I'll resume the video once it starts up and you'll see how long it took to get started. So while waiting for this thing to heat up, I realized I didn't have the muffler on, so I hurried up, put the little muffler on there. I do feel a little bit of air movement coming out of there. I do feel some air coming out. Definitely cold air as of right now. The exhaust is definitely starting to get a little bit warmer. It's definitely starting to work. But the actual heater side, not quite warm yet. Part of the, oh yeah, now we're getting some warm air. Let's see how much hotter that'll go. Oh yeah, that feels nice. Let's see if I can find my infrared thermometer and we'll get a gauge on how hot these things are. Alright. Chestnuts roasting over an open fire. No, I know I can't sing. Alright, so we are now been running full heat for a little while now, because it took me a few minutes to go find my thermometer. I wasn't exactly sure where I put it. So let's go ahead and put that in there. Looks like it still might be building heat. Definitely feels like it's getting warmer still. From literally just a minute ago whenever I was sitting here. I'm about to have to back up actually. Further back. It's definitely pretty warm. Definitely don't want to touch that up that way. Seen it at 254. Yeah, that'd be really hot. So things should definitely warm up an area. But yeah, it's definitely blowing out some pretty hot air. As you see, I mean, the temps are hitting 230 through here. And that's pretty hot to keep your hand there for very long. This model, like I said, does have to be connected to a battery. They do say you're not supposed to charge the battery at the same time as running this. So make sure that you get the one that you want ahead of time, either for the 110 or for the 12 volt. If I do find the adapter online, then I will go ahead and add that into the video, a card or a little note saying I found one, and I'll put the link in the description. And if you found this video informative, helpful, entertaining, please hit that like button, subscribe. Really helps out the channel, and appreciate it. Thank you. That's another little note. Once my channel hits 500 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away some stuff that I buy and just sort of test out to see how well they work compared to other things that I have. So if you'd like to be entered to possibly win this space heater, because I think I'm going to end up getting one of the 110 volts, go ahead and comment on this video, like the video, and subscribe. And whenever I hit 500, I will then put everybody that has done that in this video into a random selector and have it randomly select somebody to win this. And all I'll have to do is I'll reach out to them, they'll give me the address, and then I'll mail it to them. Thanks.